Curse the tongue that utters that words. Slay the tongue who abuse everyone. Slaughter that person's throat who is nuisance to society, system, country and the world. Sometimes they do themselves. Hitler did it. Duryodhana was slaughtered, murdered by Krishna's army. Kansa, all these criminal Ravana, they were also slaughtered, murdered by the righteous persons. Friends, we have all to unite and we have to follow the path of justice. We have to follow the path of patriotism. We have to follow the path of nationalism. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam Atma Sarvatu Sarvantu Sukhina. We should not tolerate utterance of the evils. Voices of the wise Buddha, Marcus Aurelius says, speak not, that is not truth. Utter not, that is false, that is provoked by you. Enmity, greed, thirst for power. But who to understands? I can also appeal to the Supreme Court. You give permission to the patriotic great human being like Bhagat Singh, Subhash Bose, Chandrasekhar Azad. They should pull the tongue, cut the tongue to pieces and throw to the dogs. Because Supreme Court says street dogs are dangerous. They are hungry. So these dogs get an opportunity to eat some of the tongues of the evils and some blood of these evil souls. I'm very upset. There are so many criminals who abuse the nation, who decry and deplore, despise the nations in the foreign land. When they are in India, that is Bharat, they also abuse our patriots, our soldiers, our innocent citizens. They divide them on caste, creed, race and religion. There has to be some stringent and very strong rules. There are some great heroes. They are brave soldiers in the forms of prime ministers and chief ministers. They are controlling, but freedom is limited. It is democracy. Democracy permits people the right to expression and speech. But these hyenas, wolves, tigers, they have no common sense, they have no wisdom. They are selfish, they are greedy, they are power mongers. They are so angry and so hateful and so greedy. They abuse everyone. They have no right to live. Their right ceases when you insult somebody. But the judiciary is very slow. There has to be instant action. And some of the examples have to be set so that these criminals can never utter anything against India, that is Bharat, and anything against those constitutionally approved, democratically accurate, our systems for administration, for election, for selection, for appointments. They abuse everyone. They abuse the judiciary, they insult the judiciary system, the executives, and all these kind of things which is the pillars of our democracy. I'm a very great patriot. My DNA is that of Subhash Bose, Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad. I cannot tolerate it. That's why I appeal to every citizen who loves Mother India, that is Bharat. Don't allow these criminals to take our nation hostage. How dare they can talk like that? They dare because they have been not been punished. If their tongue is cut, the head is slaughtered, their head is smashed, others will learn lessons because they are timid. They only know the language of sticks, guns, cannons, beating, hitting, insulting, humiliating. Because with these evils only they have saturated their mind. That's why they utter these words. Because a man's soul is dyed with the color of his thoughts. A man's life is what his thoughts makes of it. They have never learned anything. They are dynasty people. They are castes, rabbits, dividing society on different parameters, abusing, insulting everyone. And democracy, that's what Western Socrates said. Democracy is the government of fools. It gives too much of freedom to the idiots, irresponsible, greedy, selfish people. They never work for the citizens. They work for themselves. They have established monarchy in the form of dynasty rules in democracy. Arise, awake, and stop not. Till we eliminate these kind of criminals who are hiding in the form of democratic setup and abusing our national leaders and our nations. But you remember it. There is absolute law of cause and effect, law of karma, sowing and reaping, and history repeats itself. Look at the dynasty. What happened to them? They are fueling fire to the patriots. All are not covered. All are not selfish for power. Bhagat Singh never had any ambition to be Prime Minister or the President. He was only having ambition to liberate Mother India. He was only committed, dedicated that there should be no Jallianwala Bagh. He was having the resolution in his mind to kill every British who has enslaved India like George Washington. They are brave and I am one such there. Listen, coward! You dare not utter words against our nation, against our patriotic leaders, against our institutions who has the symbol of our ancient civilizations. Based on their patriotism and sacrifices, India is today galloping smartly in every field. You dare to bloody son of the bitch, the foolish fellows to insult our nation? Shame on you.